What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are having a sweet day. I'm Biscuit Dog, and we're still in Fat City. As you guys can see, we're having cannibal issues. A few little cannibal issues. They're more a distraction than anything else, but they're really starting to irritate me. Look at them. Straight into the farm. No respect whatsoever. Why is nobody stopping them? Good. Good. I've got a whole person dedicated to disposing of their bodies. That's how bad this is, you guys. This is just pretty much a constant thing. Anyway. Yeah, look at that. Okay, we'll dedicate someone to throwing their arms and legs away as well. Thanks for the tip, you guys. Makes no sense to me that you throw the arms and legs in the item furnace, and the bodies in the corpse furnace. Surely you'd throw the arms and legs in the corpse furnace too. I suppose technically the arms and legs are items. I don't know. Anyway, at least we worked that one out. Alright, you guys, there have been major changes at Fat City. We've done a lot of work. So, the plan we had in the last episode, I'm kind of sticking to that, but I've added to it a little bit. And I think it's going pretty well. We've finally done this new wall. This took me ages and ages, obviously. Well, it took Fly ages and ages. He must be really, really good at engineering now. I haven't even looked at his stats in a while, but we should take a look. Okay, so we've got a new front gate. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? So we've sunk it in so nicely, like we said we were going to. What we're going to do is we're going to put some mounted crossbows on the top of these walls here, and then when people are trying to break down our gate, we can send the samurai up to the wall and pick them off before they get the gate open, hopefully. Only problem with this little plan is I've built my stairs and they're blocked by some iron deposits, which is a little inconvenient. I'm going to have to move the stairs. I'm not sure if they're going to fit anywhere else, though. So the stairs might actually be a bigger problem than they first appear. This doesn't seem like a big deal, but if we can't get up here, we can't shoot people from here. So that's not great. I wonder if we could station people over here. These are really cool little areas, but I don't think you can put anybody up there. We could try. Okay, let's go over the new changes, you guys. So, I am going to move everything. I'm going to move Dusty's place and everything. And the reason for that is that we can take the wall and cut Fat City off right here, using the mountains as a barrier as well. So we don't even need to build that much wall. We just get rid of this building, build a wall down here, get rid of everything here, get rid of this barracks, get rid of this entire wall, and then we haven't widened Fat City as much as just moved it over a little bit. But obviously the cool thing about that is there's loads of open space and resources down here, so it's going to be a much better planned city. It's still going to have the cool features of the mountains and the ocean and everything. It's just not going to be completely spread out and useless. I think we're headed in the right direction here, but we've got lots of stuff to dismantle. I mean, it's not only the buildings, it's also all the stuff inside the buildings. So, it takes a fair amount of time. The walls aren't even such a big deal. Those you can dismantle pretty easily. But all this other stuff, there's a large amount of stuff to move, let's just say. Look at that. Tangle Mist Paradise. Remember the days, you guys, when you could sell a Tangle Mist for like $2,000? It was wonderful. That's what this is all about. Those days are no more, though, so we're going to have to find a use for these. We're probably going to end up just selling them to the hivers. They're not worth that much money, but hey, we've got some specialist grade ones. That's pretty crazy. Specialist grade Tangle Mist. What's the difference between a standard one and a specialist one? I guess it can only really be the fabric. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Okay, so all of this is going to go, and Dusty and his cronies are all going to get moved out of here. You can see I've already started breaking it down, so most of this fence is gone. There's even a gap in the wall over here. I'm just kind of trying to size everything up and measure it out. So currently, the new plan is this. We're going to get rid of this entire wall, this barracks as well. We're obviously going to keep Fergus's palace down here. Then we're going to put the second entrance in between these rocks over here. Use these as a barrier. I think that'll be a magnificent entrance as well. It'll really look cool. And we won't have to build so many walls because we could use this as a wall. That's essentially my idea. I don't know how well that's going to work out. We're going to need to move these generators as well, so there's plenty of work to be done. But that's not all, you guys. We've built a bunch of new buildings as well. So this is going to be kind of our mining headquarters. We've managed, I think, to invader-proof this little corner, but it wasn't easy. There's no building any wall right up against the capo. I managed to do it on this side. I don't know how, but I couldn't do it on this side. But that's not the end of the world because this area here is inaccessible. So I don't think anyone's going to be able to get through this gap. We're going to find out. time will tell, but it seems sound. It's not very pretty. I had to do a bunch of crazy stuff down here in the corner. Just pretend you didn't see this bit. But I think it's working. It's effective. So that's the main thing, right? We can always go about beautifying it after everything's working. So we've got our first huge farm building up. Not running, but up at least. And we've added a bunch of wells on the side here. Luckily, there's a really, really good water quality down here. So we're probably going to do the same thing on the other side over here and then fill the ground floor of the station house with farms. I don't know what pattern we're going to use yet, but we're going to work it out. We're going to get the most efficient configuration and we're going to do that. We're going to be able to fit a load of farms in here. At least double the farms that we have in this building. And probably 3 to 4 times the farms, I think. It's really big inside there. I think we could really fit a load of farms. So that's going to be great. We'll see how well that goes. Once that's up and running, we'll start thinking about the second one, but we only need one for now, I think. This is going to be kind of our mining headquarters, so everything that needs to be processed from raw stone or copper, we're going to put those machines inside this building, and then we're going to have a bunch of storage lined up along the back here, half stone and half copper, I'd say. There's some pretty good iron ore deposits down here as well, so we could set up an iron mine. But I think we're going to move Dusty and his crew all the way over here. Maybe we're going to give them another little fence just to fence off their untidy place. But they've got some pretty good iron resources here, 50, so not brilliant, but probably enough to keep us going, to keep us in weapon-making materials. So all the stuff Dusty and them need to make weapons is going to be put in here, all the machines that they need, all the crossbow-making stuff. Maybe we'll make another building and separate the traditional weapons from the crossbows. I'm not sure. We're going to have to see how big this is, if it's got enough space, and if everything can work in here. If not, we've got plenty of space to build new buildings, so that's not the end of the world. This is definitely going to make everything more central, though, so I think we're definitely on the right path. I'd like to put... Since the plan is to open this place up to the public and start selling stuff to people, I'd like to make a mall. Maybe do a building like Fergus lives in, and then just put a shop counter in the middle of that building, and that'll be our Fat City Palace of discounts and deals. I don't know, just a little something shiny to attract the travelers from the other side of the fence. You gotta have a. There's got to be a hook, you guys. And then, obviously, a lovely new bar somewhere. I'm thinking of taking this brewery and making it a brewery and bar. That happens in real life all the time. And it's nice and big. And it's right here. And everything's already in it. So that might be a good use of this building. Just add the bar to this. And then everybody can hang out in here. Put some food barrels, get cozy. I think that'll be great. Once we've got the huge farm up and running as well, we're not going to be needing this building for farming either. Or this one for cooking, for that matter. So we could turn these into storage. They could become people's houses. I'm not really that sure, you guys. Shidan suggested that when I'm redesigning Fat City here, I use the vanilla buildings, just in case I use some of the buildings from the mod and they disappear during the next update or something like that. So I think that's what I'm going to do for the major buildings. I'm just going to use vanilla buildings from outposts to the stuff that you find when you start. That should be fine. All these buildings are great. And then if we've got little gaps and stuff in between when we're done, we'll fill them with interesting buildings, just for kind of window dressing, just to make the place look cool. But I've got a few cool ideas, I think. So obviously this is going to be the main entrance to Fat City, and then this is going to be the first area that people see. It's got to be grand. That's why I want to put Fergus's house of discounts and bargains right here somewhere. Maybe make it another small outpost like this one over here. And then kind of do a little town square over here. Put some tents, some market stalls, really bring the place to life. We're also going to have to greatly increase the power grid, you guys, because we've got loads of plans, and they're all costly. I mean, this building alone is going to suck so much power out of Fat City. If we can get, I don't know, 20, 15 new farms in here, that's going to take a lot of power. So we're going to have to keep that in mind as well. So I've added 2 large tier 2 wind generators here. Those are going to help. And I'm going to add a bunch of small ones as well. I'm probably going to pack a bunch of small ones on the roof of this new farm. Scrawny Raid has arrived at Fat City. Will they never leave us alone? Okay, where's the City Watch? Let's take care of business. Where are you guys? Scrawny Raid? Where are you guys? I don't see a Scrawny Raid. Maybe they're late. Maybe they're lagging behind somewhat. Okay, we'll stay frosty, but I don't see anybody. I'm not worried either. There'd have to be like 500 cannibals for it to be a real problem. So our defenses are looking pretty good. I mean, we do have giant gaps in the walls now. The weather's been really terrible lately. I just don't see any cannibals whatsoever. Oh, are they up at the farm? Hey, doofuses, wrong spot. Look at them all. That is a load of cannibals, though. Maybe not as funny as I once thought. I wonder what entrance they're going to try and use. Most likely, they're not going to be able to get through here. They're going to have to go through the gap. That's the other thing about this new wall. There's no real way to get around here. Like for us, to go to Mongrel, we'll have to exit through this far gate and go all the way around. Because there's really no gaps. Are they coming down the mountain yet? Okay, I guess they're super confused at what the hell's really going on. I think they left again. That was a very bad raid. It wasn't even the right part of Fat City. Alright, so let's just recap this whole thing. This building, it's gonna be gone. All of these buildings here, they're gonna be completely removed. This whole wall, gone. This building, removed. These two giant wind generators, they're gonna be gone as well. Then we're gonna put the new gate in here, and we're gonna kind of wall the whole thing off. Then to finish off, we're gonna lay wall from here all the way out here. That's how that's gonna go. And I think it's gonna be pretty good. The access to Millionaire's Row is much better now, obviously, because we've widened this whole place so people can get around here. We're gonna have to still find a place for the cemetery, and I feel like it should probably be around here somewhere. Somewhere scenic and quiet, away from the hustle and bustle of the town center. This actually also makes a pretty cool square. It's a little small though. Damn this mountain, man. It's really in my way. I really like it though. It makes things look much cooler, and it makes the city layout much more interesting because you have to get inventive to fit everything in. Okay, let's check out Wall's building skills. He must be amazing by now. Engineer 70. That's really pretty good. Laboring 69. He's turned into a definite worthwhile member of the party. We need him now. Look at this wall that him and Growbag built, man. They built it, just the two of them. Look at that. Stupendous. Okay, there's a gap in the end here, but we're getting there. We're almost done. So, you guys, some pretty major changes have happened, but I think it's looking pretty good. I mean, look at this place. It's starting to look like a real city. I like it. That major wall construction is now complete. We've included the copper deposit. We've got the mining HQ on the go. We've built the new farming building. We're busy building Dusty's new digs. Look at this place. Alright, so our buddy Slave has been furiously building crossbow parts, and he's been adding them onto the Springbat, and I think we're about halfway done with the Springbat. We've got a decent stockpile of spring steel now, we've got a few hinges, and we've got some room to maneuver. It was really a good move, I think, making the second crossbow crafting table, because they're not cheap. Springbats especially. I don't know about the others. The Springbat's the first one I've tried to make, and we're only about halfway now, after loads and loads of resources. This thing better be worth it, man. I have been playing around with the crossbows a little bit. I have armed some people with crossbows, and they seem really, really fun. They do decent damage. What I've been doing is I've been making their main weapon a crossbow, and then giving them like a guardless katana or something like that, as a kind of backup, and then when the enemies get too close and they can't shoot them with a crossbow anymore, they'll just whip out the katana and start slashing. It's really, really effective. And I think if we plan it properly, we'll be pretty much unstoppable. I mean, if we have like 10 guys with crossbows and then 10 guys with really heavy weapons standing behind them, we could decimate pretty much anyone. Holy Nation patrols won't stand a chance, man. Let's see how far we are with the Springbat here. He's got things pretty well happening out here. So yeah, we'll be finished with that first Springbat pretty soon. What we are low on is steel bars, so we're really gonna have to streamline the workflow and get steel bars produced at a much faster rate than they are right now. These machines are just, I mean, they're automatic, but they're inconvenient because you never have anybody dedicated to these machines really. You'll just take people as you need them and refill things on the machines. Like, so I'll just take Dusty. He'll check out his inventory. He's already got 5 raw iron on him, so we'll bring him over here. We'll pop these raw iron in there. We'll take these iron plates. You take the iron plates over to the steel bars machine. It's like a whole thing. Shove those in there. Wait for the steel bars. Now Dusty and Slave are both waiting for steel bars because Slave needs them for crossbows and Dusty needs them for the other weapons. So This is really the choke point right now. We've got to get steel bar production way up, but this is pretty much the only choke point. We are running out of building materials, but that's understandable. Look at the walls we've been building. Once we're done with building the walls, those should go up again pretty quickly, because we've got people constantly working on those. Not for you, slave, for me. See? Everyone's fighting over steel bars. It's not great. But things are going pretty well, other than that. What is the quality of this copper? It's probably 100 if I'm guessing. No, it's also 50. Okay, so we're not downgrading at all. We're just moving over. That's going to be wonderful. And remember, you guys, the whole reason we're doing this is to just centralize everything. Everything should get built much quicker now, because everyone's much closer to everything once this whole plan is actioned. I think this is going to go really well. It's looking really cool too. As long as we keep the mountain in here, man. It's still Fat City. It's highly different, but it's still Fat City. I mean, do you guys remember? I don't know how many of you remember the beginning of Fat City, but the first Fat City was actually down there. On that hill over there, and we had to move. I can't remember why, but it wasn't good. I think we were getting beaten up by cannibals and fogmen too much. Then we found this beautiful place, but this mountain wasn't here, so we built an entire city, and it got uprooted by geology. Damn you, geology! And this is the remnant of that city, and then we had to rebuild again. And this is the remnant of that city, and now we're rebuilding again, and adding all this stuff. So there's really been like a legacy here, man. There's a history. We can't leave this place. This is now like our ancestral home. And since we've come here, man, we've attracted a lot of people here too. The nomad numbers are... Actually, the nomad numbers are down right now. I haven't seen nomads for a while, but that's probably better because I don't think we're in their best books. The hivers have moved in though, since we built the city here, and that's super convenient. And these were the first ones to move in, but there's others just on the other end of the ridge down there. So we've got 2 hive villages in pretty close proximity, and there's a bunch of people living down there over those mountains. So it's quite a bustling little community down here right now. And obviously the fogmen team and breed beyond this ridge. We're gonna have to go on our next annual Fogman fun run soon and thin the numbers down a little bit again. I think on the 3rd annual Fogman fun run, I'm gonna send Ratboy with no weapons at all and see how well he does. That should do wonders for his martial arts skill. I'm not gonna send him alone, obviously, and I'll probably give him a weapon just in case things get really bad. He can equip it and start slicing. But it would be interesting to see how tough he is against hordes of fogmen with absolutely no weapons. That should toughen him up even more than he already is. So we've got some pretty cool plans here. We've got some cool stuff to do. I think once all these major buildings are built, we should probably pay Mongrel a visit, see how everybody's doing. Go check up on our properties and our business connections on that end. They might have been overrun by fogmen by now. Who knows? We might walk into a horror story. It's happened before. Once we went to Mongrel and there was just nobody there. It was completely empty. So quietly, we emptied their safes and left again. And the next time we came back, everyone was there like nothing happened. It was grand. Very strange. Strange things happen in the fog, you guys. Okay. Just like last time, I've still got major amounts of work to do in here, so I think I'm gonna leave it there for today, you guys. But as you can see, things are coming along at a breakneck speed. Hopefully we'll have this done pretty soon, and then we can go about our missions once again. But Fat City's looking robust and bright and shiny new, and I'm really liking it. You guys have any ideas? You want me to add anything? You want me to change anything? The fog has arrived at Fat City. Alright, I've been itching for a fight. Where are you? I mean, really? The fog? Is this what we're meant to be afraid of? Fine. Come on, Watchman. Cool thing about these gates is it gives us just enough time to line up right behind them and trounce everybody as they break through. Great fun. Oh no, not Reva first. You're our worst watchman. There we go, the Keeper and Burner are on the way. Alright. Let's see if we can station Reva up here. Can we put you up here? I wish one of them could stand up here. It's just a cool place to stand. No? Damn you. What? Where's everybody else? Have they gotten through somewhere else? Okay, that's not supposed to happen. We've got people stranded on the wall. That's very odd. They must have spawned up there. Where are the fogmen? Everybody's panicking and making such a big deal out of nothing. Look at this. It's pathetic. That's what we were supposed to be afraid of? Where have you come from, Blood Gnome? Did he go all the way around the city? Madness, I tell you! Ugh. Okay, that didn't go that smoothly for the city watch's first response call, but it really didn't go that smoothly for the Fogmen. Suckers. Ugh, there's arms and legs everywhere again. Alright, you guys, I think I'm gonna leave it here for today. Things are going reasonably well. Fat City will grow larger. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!